I think we have to install every time PySpark. Okay. All of you open a new Jupyter notebook. And also import exclamation pip install Eliphas. So I think this is the integration part. Oh, requirement already satisfied. Okay, okay. Pip install Eliphas. So pip install PySpark and pip install Eliphas. From PySpark.sql import Spark session. Spark is equal to Spark session dot builder dot app name. We'll say app name as keep learn dot get or create. From TensorFlow dot keras import dot datasets import MNIST. So all of you have installed PySpark and Eliphas.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then create a Spark session. So all of you are done till this point, or should I wait?
Done, sir.
So this MNIST data set is a data set of handwritten digits. MNIST data set is a data set of handwritten digits. So we have 60,000 images of 0 to 9 digits, 0 to 9 digits, which are there, which are given as your 28 by 28 pixel. So this is a very large data set, which is an inbuilt data set provided by for deep learning research. Okay, so let us import that. We have imported the data set. Now let us assign the data set to train and test. X underscore train, comma, Y underscore train, comma, open bracket, X underscore test, comma, Y underscore test is equal to MNIST dot load underscore data, null brackets. All right, all of you got the data? Import matplotlib dot pyplot as PLT. So we'll see the image, what actually we are looking at. Let us see the images. PLT dot IMShow. So let us say I want to see the image number 4500. Sorry, I have to give the data frame reference. X underscore train square bracket 4500 PLT dot show. So the digit is 4500 digit is 0. The 4500 digit is 0. Suppose if you want to see what is the first digit, it is 0. Second digit 4. So you have images of the digits like this, 60,000 images. So 7,800 image. 3. So this is the handwritten images. If you want to see the shape, X underscore train dot shape. So we have 60,000 images of 28 by 28 pixel. We have 60,000 images of 28 by 28 pixel. Got it, all of you? And test also, X underscore test dot shape. We have 10,000 images of 28 by 28 pixel. So since this is a very large data set, we have to reshape the data such that the neural network can run easily. Okay, so we need to what to call reshape the data. Okay, let us reshape the data. X underscore train is equal to X underscore train dot reshape 60,000 comma 784. What is the 784? 28 into 28. X underscore test is equal to X underscore test dot reshape 10,000. The images are 10,000, comma, again 28 into 28, 784. Okay. Now we will convert these 64 size into even smaller size images. X underscore train is equal to X underscore train dot as type in brackets float 32. So from float 64, we are converting it to float 32. X underscore test dot as type float, sorry, single quotes, float 32. So we are reducing the shape of the model again.
Sir, just one doubt. So
Yes,
what
please.
is the purpose of reshaping? Is it like we are making it two-dimensional? That's why. So,
See, we are trying to create the, we are now, the reshape function will convert the data into pixels. We have the data in the images format, right?
correct.
It will be converted into numbers.
Okay.
The images will be converted into pixels because we can't pass the images to the algorithm, right?
Got
It
it.
has to be converted into pixels. That is what we are doing.
Okay.
All of you have done till this point. Now, one of the most important step is normalization must be done in image processing using the min-max scaler. You remember I talked about min-max scaler? Min-max scaler is x minus x min divided by x max minus x min. So normalization will bring all the data in the range of 0 to 1. Normalization reshapes the data into range of 0 to 1 without any negative values. All the values will be in the 0 to 1. Then it will be easy for the neural network to compute. Last class you see, right? The computation for 9 weights only we have to struggle a lot. But when you are building a model that has lakhs of weights, the smaller the value, the better the calculation, the faster the calculation. Otherwise, the algorithm will take hours to build. So we are reshaping the data. X dot train divided is equal to 255. So if you test the data, the minimum will be 0, the maximum will be 255. So we are directly dividing it by 255. X train divided by 255. We have normalized our data.
So why 255?
Maximum of the would be 255.
So there is a library for min-max scaling also. No, we can use that. So,
Which one?
so I believe there is a library like a Python library called min-max scaler that can automatically do this.
No. Why to go to library? This is small operation. It's a simple formula. Why do you need a library? It's a simple formula, right? We know the minimum is 0. The maximum, if you do the maximum of the pixel, it will be 255. Just divide it by 255 because 0 is anyway, x minus 0 will be 0. X only, right?
Yes.
So that is why. Okay. Now let us convert our labels to categorical. Y underscore train is equal to TensorFlow dot Keras. We have seen TensorFlow automatically coming, right? Or let us say we'll use this one. From TensorFlow dot Keras dot utils import to underscore categorical. Now we will y underscore train is equal to 2 underscore categorical y underscore train. How many classes we are predicting? 10 classes, 0 to 9, right? Similarly, y underscore test is equal to 2 underscore categorical y underscore test. We are predicting 10 classes, 0 to 9. So we have converted it into your normal labels, categorical labels. Okay, all of you have done this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we will require the elements to build our model, neural network model. From TensorFlow dot keras dot models import sequential, because sequential is the neural networks are sequential models. From TensorFlow dot keras dot layers import dense. This is the neural network layer built to drop out if you want to drop out anything, and activation. From TensorFlow dot keras dot optimizers import RMS prop. We'll try to build a simple model. Okay, so model is equal to sequential model dot add open bracket dense open bracket 1024 neurons, comma, activation is equal to ReLU, activation is equal to ReLU, comma, input underscore shape is equal to 784, comma, 784, comma, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So model dot add dense 128 neurons, comma, activation is equal to ReLU, comma, model dot add model dot add dropout in bracket rate, dropout rate is 0.05. So we're asking to drop out 5% of the features. Model dot add dense 64 neurons. Activation is equal to ReLU. Then the final layer, model dot add dense. So the final layer, we should have the output. So we have the outputs, and we are predicting a multinomial output. So we have to give softmax. We have to give softmax as the this, and model dot compile. You have to compile the model. Optimizer model dot compile. Optimizer is equal to Adam. For the time being, we'll use Adam optimizer. Loss is equal to categorical underscore cross entropy, comma matrix is equal to square bracket single quote accuracy. And then let us see the summary of the model. Model dot summary. So we are building a model with total 9,43,946 weights. So this model will have 9,43,956 weights.
So can you explain the code line by line, just what we are doing?
See, we are building the first hidden layer with 1025 neurons, and activation is rectified linear unit. Okay. And then we have given the input as 784.
So what is this 784, like random number, or
Which one?
the 700?
See, which one? 1024, right?
No, sir, 784.
That is 28 into 28. Now, what is the size?
Okay.
28 into 28 is 784. It's not random size. Now, our images are 28 by 28.
Okay, got it.
Then we are adding the layers. First layer 1024 neurons, second layer 128 neurons. Then we are dropping 5% features, which are either 0 or close to 0. And then we are adding another layer of 64 neurons. And then the final layer, the output layer should be 10 neurons, because we are predicting 10 classes. Activation must be softmax, that is a multinomial activation. We have used the optimizer as Adam. Loss is your categorical entropy. Matrix is equal to accuracy.
Okay. Got it.
Sir, small doubt, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, in the first step, you are adding 1024 layers, but we have input
Neurons.
neurons,
Length
right?
means one layer.
Sorry, yeah, neurons, sir. But we have input size of 784. So it has to match, right, sir? Like 784.
More than that. Minimum is 784.
Mhm.
Minimum is 784. Anything that more than that is okay, right?
I'm not sure, sir. Like in the other class,
No,
what
if
we
it
learned
is-
was the first layer should contain the number of neurons should be equal to the input that we are giving. Number of
minimum.
okay.
Minimum. The word is minimum.
Mm-hmm. So
If it is not possible, then last class, in the last MLP class, we had the same problem, right?
mm-hmm.
The input dim is not matching. One of your tell me that minimum input dim is not matching. So here we are just in deep learning. We can give more neurons in the input layer. Let us see if the model fits. We will know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fit the model. Model dot fit x underscore train, comma y underscore train, comma epochs is equal to 20, comma batch underscore size is equal to 128. So process 128 images at one time. So it's building the model. Okay, so it has run the model. I think I got an accuracy of 99.74. We got an accuracy of 99.74. Then we have to evaluate on the test data, right? How much we are going to get on the test data. That is also very important. If the test data is also closer to 99, that means there is no eval is equal to model dot evaluate in bracket x underscore test comma y underscore test. So evaluatory accuracy on test data is 98.24. No,
Yes, sir.
yes, please.
Sir, could you please go up a bit?
Yeah, I'll go. This is the model fitting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please do it. I just wanted to check whether it is working or not. That's all.
Sure, sir.
Sir, what is this dropout for?
See, we to process the data fast, the dropout function will drop out those features or those weights which are either 0 or closer to 0. It eliminates those unnecessary or insignificant features. So you can give dropout of 5%, 10%, 20%, depending upon your data size. So what happens is sometimes in say take for example convolution neural network. Did you guys study anything about CNN, convolution neural network?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So what happens in convolution neural network is the first three layer, if you are looking at the first, let us say the first layer is not the hidden layer. The first layer will be convolution layer, which is a 2D layer. Now in convolution layer, you have to give the image as the output and you have to define the filter. Do you want the filter to be 64 or 32? So let us say I want the filter to be 64 and activation is ReLU. So convolution 2D first layer will be a convolution layer which take the image output, runs the filter. Once it runs the filter, it reduces the size of the image without losing the information in terms of trends and patterns and features. And then next we'll add a dropout layer so that whatever is found 0 or closer to 0 weights will be eliminated. We pass on that data to the next convolution layer, again a convolution layer, which says 64 filters. Then again we'll give an activation as ReLU. This will further reduce the image. Then we will drop out again. Third again convolution layer we will build, where we will give a filter of 32 or 64, and then we will reduce the image further. So once you have done all these layers, the convolution layer with the dropout, convolution layer with dropout, and convolution to dropout, then we will finally flatten the data. Flatten the data means till now the data will be in a matrix format. Flattening means it will be a single vector format, which is like inputs to the neural network. Once you flatten the data, then you will define your first hidden layer with say 128 neurons, activation as ReLU. Then you can add a max pooling or a what you call max pooling two-dimensional. Max pooling will be done before the flattening process. And after the flattening process, you'll define your hidden layers, 1, 2, or 3. Then you build the network with the softmax activation. You will get your layer. Now that layer like CNN, which is a popular thing developed for images, will have close to 20 lakh or 21 lakh weights. Now, when you are building such deep model, you can't use your system here. You have to activate GPU on your laptop. Since we have reduced the data to a very smallest level, it ran on our basic Google Colab without any problem. If we haven't done that, if the weights are say 20 lakh or 21 lakh weights, then we have to go to edit, notebook settings. You have to activate the GPU. Because if you try to run in your normal model, it will take 20 to 25 minutes for run the model. In a GPU, it will run in a matter of less than 8 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, all of you have defined the model because this is a small model with only 9,43,000 weights. You can see here, total weights is 9,43,000. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So when training the model, should we set a seed value so that we get consistent results?
Yes, you can set a seed. All right. Shall I scroll down? This is the fit command.
Yes, sir.
Then this is your test data command.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now we have
What
to
does
convert.
CVAL mean? So this 0.08. Sir.
Pardon?
So this is it. The loss and the accuracy it's given, right? The eval.
Yeah, loss is that cross entropy loss. There is a formula for calculating categorical cross entropy. So we have used categorical cross entropy, right? So there is
Yes,
a
sir.
formula for categorical cross entropy, which is non-similar to your normal entropy.
So it's an extension on binary cross entropy.
Yes, binary, it is extension of that only, because here it is, we can't use binary because our data is multinomial, right?
Yes.
So binary cross entropy, this is the formula, minus t into log p plus 1 minus t into log 1 minus p. Log p, p is the probability. Now, in case of categorical multi-classification, it is this, sigma TOC log PO comma C. This is your categorical cross entropy formula. So it's a loss calculation formula which you will use.
So shouldn't we try to reduce it further than 0.08?
No. We are bothered about accuracy. Na? Your accuracy is how much?
Okay.
98.24. With 0.08 loss, that's a very minimal loss, right? Less than 10%.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you want to implement this in model in Spark, we need to convert this into an RDD based model. From Eliphas dot utils dot RDD underscore utils import to underscore simple underscore RDD. The fundamental is relational distributed data sets. Like I told you, na, Spark stores data in multiple clusters in the backend using Java virtual machines. So we are splitting the data into a RDD. RDD is equal to 2 underscore simple underscore RDD in bracket the Spark context comma x underscore train comma y underscore train. Oh, Spark session has no attribute parallelize. You have to parallelize the data. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
So while fitting the model, I'm getting an error saying input 0 of layer sequence underscore 1 is incompatible with the layer.
Pardon, what you're getting it? What are you
Getting the error says that input 0 of layer sequence underscore 1 is incompatible with the layer.
Just check your model.
So, sir,
Model summary.
So all the results are all the same.
Okay. 9,43,000, right? Are your weights 9,43,000 or not?
Yes, sir. 9,43,000.
Then X train, Y train.
Yes, sir. X train, Y train. epochs 20 batch size underscore 128.
So then any problem in these commands? Did you make any mistake, X small letter somewhere? Just check your reshape command and normalization command. By mistake, you have given any X small letter or capital letter depending upon your this one.
So side check, sir.
Okay. Give me your any days. Let me check once.
Yes, sir. There was one error. There's one small X.
And run the context again. Run
Sure,
the
sir.
whole thing again. Spark context, comma, Spark configuration. So we have to configure Spark context. So for the RDD, so configuration is equal to Spark conf null braces dot set app name open bracket DL dot set master local square bracket 8. Set master local square bracket 8 spark conf dot set app name dot set master.
What is this set master?
We are setting the master node. I think we are creating 8 what you call virtual nodes in the backend. We are creating 8 virtual nodes in the backend where the data will be stored. Spark context configuration is equal to configuration. Cannot run multiple Spark as at once. Existing Spark context app deep learn created by get or created at so it is not able to run the double Spark context. It is already running one Spark context. Okay.
Can we stop the previous one because that hasn't been used?
No, we have already used it. Na Spark session. We have not used. Yeah.
No, we're not used.
So we will delete this and rerun the model again.
Yes.
Let us do this and delete this. Yes. Let's run from here. I think we have to run from top, right? Or
So from start only, I think.
no, it is already running now. We have to end the notebook. Restart it again. Now will this work? Old days we used to create Spark context, then we moved to Spark session, but this code is talking about Spark context only. Okay, two data frame, there is a different process here. We can try that one. Two underscore data frame is there, but where did he import two underscore data frame? Okay, now let's see if we can set the Spark configuration. No, it is already running a Spark configuration. So we don't need to do the configuration again. Let me just check once. So there is a database thing. Let us see if we can run that. df is equal to 2 underscore data underscore frame. Let's see from Eliphas dot utils dot we have what utils RDD utils, huh? Utils import to underscore labeled point is there. Not two underscore data frame. Let us say two simple RDD. RDD is equal to two underscore simple RDD underscore train comma y underscore train. Required positional argument labels. Let us see what is this two simple underscore RDD. Two underscore simple underscore RDD. Its documentation. So we have to give categorical is equal to true, NB underscore classes is equal to 10. Underscore categorical equal to true, comma, NB underscore classes. NB underscore classes equal to 10. So categorical, not two underscore categorical. Categorical. Yes, it is there. Okay, two simple RDD features and label. This is again process of converting into RDD is a problem. Okay, let's go with this model only. We'll see how to convert any of the model into this. But this is the easiest way of creating a deep learning model. Just let me look at the error once. Guys, if you can search how we can implement, that would be helpful. If you guys can, anybody just search how to implement Spark on data frame. Let me meanwhile look at the desk. It is 813 570 588. Yeah, connect. So accept the connection request.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
sir, I had one doubt regarding the reshape, sir. I didn't understand that first part, sir, how these images were converted into the input. Can you explain that? Yes, sir, this part.
Hmm. So what we are trying to do is reshape will convert the data into what you call Python reshape function. So reshape will convert it into a matrix. So it will, our data is in the form of data frame, right? It will be converted into an array or a matrix format. So once it converts into the matrix format, then only the data can be pushed into the model. So that is the advantage.
So in the start, we had images, sir, 60,000, and those images are converted into a matrix format.
Matrix. Yes, it is converted into a matrix format.
Okay. And what was that 255, sir? Max
That is the
plus.
pixel size. Minimum is 0, maximum is 255 for each of the pixel. That is for what we call reducing the shape. Bring all the values to 0 and 1.
Okay. Okay, sir, got it. Thanks.
So for Eliphas, I think from start one, we have to use only context and configuration. Okay. So basically you understood, right? How to create a deep learning model. This is a simple neural network model, not a deep learning model. This is a neural network model only, multi-layer. So we have built how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 3-layer network. So I think we have to create a Spark configuration in the beginning only, and then we have to run the parallelization. Okay, it's already 9:25. Let me take the 10 dance.